Well, welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I am your host with the most, the brother like no other, Mr. A.D. Walker. I appreciate you guys rocking and hanging with us. Thank you, my podcast people, for rocking and hanging with us. If you're not subscribed to the podcast, make sure you do so, because there will be some extras coming up on the podcast that I want to share. So make sure you do so. You can go to your Apple or any of your podcast stores and make sure you find out what's happening and what's going down. All right, so listen, this is your opportunity to share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Make sure, yeah, sharing is caring. Make sure you're a part of that. Let's see. Also, make sure you join our community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576. Got a big cup. So be a part of our community as well. This is your opportunity to tag. This is your opportunity to share. And I appreciate you guys being in the building. Just another day of the brothers. So today we are discussing changing the mindset of our community part D, dealing with group economics and the mindset of bringing our resources together. So that is going to be the conversation today. Make sure, I'm telling you, tag some people, put this broadcast in groups that you want the folks in there to be a part of, as well as, let's see, split this file. Print something real quick. So yeah, make sure you do that. Let everybody know that the brothers are in the building and we can have a great conversation. This is important. And we are building some things around these conversations. And I want to know what you guys think. Think. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your consistency of being in the building. Who is that? Let's do this. Good morning, Mama McCoy. Greetings. Cheryl from California. Appreciate you for rocking with us. I feel like I hadn't seen you in a minute, but maybe you was here yesterday. So make sure, like I said, make sure you share. Tag somebody. Tag at least one person in the comment section in your Facebook land. Share this broadcast. If you're on YouTube, share it by copying and putting in everybody's inbox. We're going to have an amazing conversation today. Talking about group economics and how to. Oh, did I always do that? Let's see. There we go. Nope. All right. So, dang. All right. So make sure, like I said, make sure you share. We're going to have a great conversation today. And this is kind of a series, Change the Mindset of Our Communities Pod did. We're going to definitely go into it tomorrow. I got some more folks coming through, and we're going to have a good conversation tomorrow as well. But today I want to just really focus on the group economics, as well as, bringing our money together, acceptance, and then some of the things that we think are happening that are just not getting enough shine, like, some of the negative we shine on our own community, when actuality there are things happening that we just don't see enough of, if that makes sense. Because whatever's in your face the most, you feel like is more prevalent, that's happening more often. And in our minds, the percentages of something is a lot higher when something is in our face a whole lot. We know that through, many of the studies and many of the stereotypes that have been placed on us in our community. So we definitely want to dig into that. We're going to tap on that a little bit more. Let's get into that a lot more tomorrow. But today, I just really want to talk about the economics and some of our mindset when it comes to putting our money together, some of the hesitation in doing so, and some of the thoughts around our own folks, where we look at, what we think are the perceptions and things of that nature. So make sure you definitely share, get them in here. Let's have a healthy conversation, so we can begin to shatter some of the stereotypes, some of the thought processes that have held us back, that's kept us from becoming better, becoming stronger in our communities. All right. So without further ado, let me do a little bit of sharing after this, but let's go and kick this off, and we'll be right back.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy.
It's all good in the hood. Make sure you pick up those Brothers of Legacy apparel. And welcome to the Brothers of Legacy broadcast. I am your host, A.D. Walker. Welcome back. Let's see. Let's do that. So yes, like I said today, it's changing the mindset of our community, part 2. Hey, good morning, Miss Yvonne. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for hanging. So this is part 2 of our conversation. Let's do this. And I'm gonna get into it. Just bear with me. All right. So today, I want to ask anybody in the building, hopefully you're feeling like you want to type and be a part of this conversation, because it might be just me. We got to see how the day goes. Let's see. So we're talking about group economics, right? I talked about, to me, group economics. I actually wrote down the difference. Yes, group economics is bringing money together for a common economic interest. A common economic interest. And a lot of times, hey, what's up, Richard? What up, urban country dude? I think I've seen you before. You've been here before, rocking with us. So yeah, it's common economic interest. And a lot of times I think we place a broad span when we say group economics, where the common economic interest is just living, everybody putting in to invest to get the interest or get something out of it, something everyone always, and as our name, Brothers of Legacy, everyone wants to build something that deals with legacy. Like someone wants to put something in the pot and get something back that affects them, as well as or gives back to them, as well as something concurrent that goes into the next generation, to families, to their families, to their grandchildren and their great grand, and everybody wants to be a part of something. Good morning, Cheryl. Everybody wants to be a part of something that gives back for generations. So, the question is, where did this money come from? Where your great grandfather or grandmother, put into this, and it's giving us residuals for up-teen generations. I think that's a lot of the goal, and it's a personal thing, and people would like to get it into a group because the more money you can get, the more interest you get out of it. So I think that's some of the principle that I think people see. And let me know, what does group economics mean to you? What, when you hear that term, when you hear that word, or those two words, 'cause two words, what does that mean to you? What does that spark in your mindset? Like, what's the first thing you see when you think about group economics? And then we'll dig into, pooling our money together. And is it for a common interest, common goal? Is it more personal? What does that mean? Like, like I said, I get, for the most part, when people want to pool money together, it's socialism. Socialism. Group economics to you think of as socialism. I don't know if I can totally agree, or maybe it's just the way I'm looking at it, my perspective. But I hear you. I accept that sharing contributions for a shared interest, because everybody's sharing in the system. No one's getting anything out of it that hasn't put in. Let's see. Not to the extreme. I feel you. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, so how, so the goal is, whenever you're putting your money somewhere, you have, get churchy, like, right? You put an assignment on your money, but you have a goal in mind when you put your money in places. If it's your 401k, it's like a retirement thing. If it's a stock, it varies. It could be for the long haul. It could be, I'm looking for the interest that you're getting right out of it. So when it comes to group economics, you're putting it in, of course, to get something out of it financially. And, is it, when you think about contributing in a group economical way, do you think about it as we're all helping each other to become, or it's like, oh, this is my opportunity to get in on something? And it's kind of like a different mindset. A community acting as one unit is better. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and listen, you probably hit right on with socialism and its definition, exactly what it is. So I won't challenge. It's just, unfortunately, sometimes too much media messes up certain words. The community acting as one unit, yes, indeed. But let's see. Motive matters. Motive matters. Yeah, does it? Think about it, does it? So if everyone here that's been commenting, like, we have a project and it's 10,000 to get in, and we're all going to get an equal share of a percentage out of it. I guess if my motive, I guess in a way, Sherry, you're right, because if my motive is short term, if I'm thinking short term, it may not work, because this project is a long-term project. Money needs to stay in for this project to sustain. And like a lot of investments, it's like, don't put in money that, one, you can't afford to lose, two, that you need too soon, because the principal needs to work hard for you to get that interest. And all the principal has to stay in the pot for everyone to get. So I guess motive kind of does matter, but just knowing the full agenda of what we're doing with the funds, as far as what your funds are going to do and how it needs to sit. Because, it's like, if we was all buying a house together to reinvest, like, once you put it in, it's like, can't get it back. Like, if you getting yours out is going to mess up the deal, so I guess having that motive, having an understanding of what's the assignment that you're putting on your money into a group economic, in a group economic way, as far as an investment, it definitely helps. Let's see, which said goal is to make all kinds of investments to maximize growth, compounding growth, many different types of, also you do to multiply blessings and resources, double and treble up and find numerous streams of income. Yes, indeed. Common interest, once again. Oh, no, no, never. The Ponzi schemes, no, not at all. Well, see, the problem, we know Ponzi schemes are just, first ones in, they get paid from new money. There is no interest bearing products. There's nothing that's coming in that's generating income. It's just, a Ponzi scheme is whoever gets in first gets their interest, their money is coming from new money coming into the pot. That's Ponzi. We don't want that. That's I'm all about, I'm in my mindset for this kind of example, I'm thinking more or less investing into like a real estate space where we all agree that this is what we're doing and this is how we bring it in. Um, so yeah, this is pretty much the focus of how we're building something, for the better and building something in our community to create some kind of legacy generating income. And going back to Cheryl's point, if it's a legacy generating income, it's money that we're putting into a house or a building, and we all agree that we're going to let this money sit and generate the rent, or it may be a flip. If it's a flip, it's a one time, but if it could be like apartment houses generating rent from from years to come. Like we take a hundred hundred apartment duplex or apartment building, like that. It's generating, and that's how you hear certain names and income is generating from things done 20 years ago, 30 years ago. He said, where where the Madoff High Fund? Yeah, I don't know. So that's the mindset to me of group economics, right? So we having the understanding, and I guess you're right, Cheryl. In a sense, motive does matter, but everyone has to understand. We have to be on the same page as far as timeline. We have to be on the same page as far as risk factor, because if you don't understand what the risks are, and what's the term? Scared money don't make money. I know. But listen, it's my last, I can't, I'm nervous. I can't lose this. But every investment is a risk. That's the first thing you have to always know is every investment is a risk. Right, a regeneration area and get most of it. Yeah. He said buy 4 blocks of a city. Right. And so, but we have to, you have to factor in either repair, you have to factor in whether, the worst thing that can happen is we pick a spot that's great, that's been great for the last 40, 50 years, and then or a tornado blow through and jack up what we've been, like, where did this tornado come from? And it messes it all up. Now we're like, either, the goal will come back together, like either we all have to put some more money in, or we just sell and split what the insurance can give us, So it's those moments. It's those moments that we have to consider with group economics. Because I want to have this conversation because group economics always comes up, right? As a solution, as a way to empower, as a way for as us as a people, as one group, to grow and become better. But what does it look like? What does it really, really, really look like? It's always an empowering term, but what does it look like? Great, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like something powerful is about to happen. But, in terms of when you hear it, are you ready to be all in? And I want to get that in your mindset, get that kind of thinking about that, because we think about group economics all the time. Like since Dr. Claude Anderson has kind of brought it and made it a big term. I don't know if he's the one that kind of coined the phrase. It's probably been around forever, but like he's the one I've heard talk about it more than anything. And when people regurgitate or talk about it, they're speaking specifically about Dr. Claude Anderson a lot of times. So I'm having this conversation because I want you guys to kind of think about that. What does it mean? Does it really mean, can we pool our money together? Can we build something greater? Can we build something bigger for our next generation? I'm having these conversations because, some things are shifting in Brothers of Legacy, and I want to know, kind of put some feelers out just to see what you guys think. And what would be your apprehension when it comes to investing into a group economic or a project that will take multiple sources of funds in order to build something greater? What would be one of the things that would keep you from investing in, and taking away the Ponzi, a clear investment into something. We know the goal, We know the timeline. Like this is the timeline before you see a return on the money that you put in. This is the timeline. Of course, timelines aren't perfect, but this is the reason we're saying this timeline, because by then we should be able to generate something from this property, from this opportunity. So today I just kind of want to make sure I express that, because a lot of times, like I said, we got these things and we got these thoughts in our mind, and it sounds good, it sounds empowering, and a lot of times people have gotten ripped off because of these terms. They start saying group economics, Black Wall Street, and it used to get you. I think people have started doing such scammy stuff. It's like, nah, to me, those are words. When you start using those words, I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Because they've kind of, for me, in a lot of spaces, have destroyed the thought process of it. Sam said, folks with integrity and transparency. Y'all agree with that? Integrity and transparency. What does that? Okay, so we translate into that. Integrity and transparency. Let's see. Richard said, always do deals that are win-win, layered, and risk spread, so we win. Always have multiple exit strategies. I feel you. Multiple exit strategies. And he be able to answer. Right. That's a good one. Be able to answer my questions. No, we're not answering that right now. Thanks. Anyway, right? That's required to work for sure. The integrity, I guess you're saying integrity and transparency. Indeed. Okay. Let's see. So I get the integrity, transparency. That's one of them. What else would you say would be one of the things that would help you feel comfortable putting your money in the pot, or putting your money in to the project, or whatever it is that maybe we're investing in together? Because I'm real conversation. Because like I said, it always sounds great, and you hear it, you're like, yeah, Black money coming together, build something great. Open lines of communication. So you're saying, being available, those that are in charge or holding, that are the seeing the project through, always keeping you up to par with what's happening, right? Trusting the process. All right. So you trusting the process, or having a clear direction of what the process is. Right. So damn. Where did my pencil go? All right. There we go. I'll get it later. All right. Let's see. Be sure that you are investing as well. I ain't put my money in on this. No, I got you though. That makes sense. Communication and building strong relationships and partnerships. Yeah, indeed. So clarity. Okay, so we're building something here, guys. Okay, so first we got integrity and transparency. We have open lines of communication. Let's see. We have the process. We have trusting the process. And so is that trusting the process, us, the ones taking in the money, to be clear about what's happening, as well as, can you trust the process of what we're doing? Like I told you, this thing is at least 10 months before you may start to see a process. Let's see. Right. Don't sell me a pipe dream. Be real about the risk versus the return. I'm gonna just tell you, it's like group economics and say Black Wall Street a couple of times. It's like building Black Wall Street. It's gonna be the same. Everybody make money. We can do this. All right. It's both. Okay. All right, Cheryl. It's both. All have to trust each other. Indeed. Is if it's new and the person has no history with the project, what is their history with other projects? Are folks saying run and it's legit, or folks just didn't read on? Right, that one right there. So that's a two-folder, right? So we're saying the persons that are part of the project or in charge of the project, or the one heavily leaned on to make the project happen, their history, yes indeed. And then my fellow investors, make sure you read and understand, because for me, like I'm gonna spell out all the things that you need to know. Like I don't want anything unturned. Like the main thing is for everybody is like, when do we see a return on investment? What's the process, right? So I break down the process. I tell you at least the minimum amount of time before you see a return is 11 months. It is now, what's this, September? Or let's just say it's October. It's October, y'all. We just getting in this thing. Don't tell me don't tell me I didn't read the fine print. As hard as you asking for money, you need to be explaining. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So what if, right? I'm building something, y'all. What if? Okay, so coming together. Listen, this is the moment that you need to share and tag some people in this conversation. Share and tag some people in this conversation, because let's talk about what group economics really looks like. Make sure the financial group handling the funds has a good reputation. Okay. Don't just trust me. Trust me. I got this. All right. So tag somebody. Share this out, guys. Share this out. We're having a real conversation about pooling money together to build something greater that's gonna, if we do the right thing, it'll last for legacies to come. Legacy after legacy, because someone will be handling it and it'll come up properly. You'll get your interests, your children's and your children's children and their children based on these investments. All right, so make sure you share, tag, do all that. And if you're not part of our text community, join our community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576. And never, ever, never, ever, never miss an episode. All right, let's see. All right, so yes, so we're talking about group economics and can we pull our more together? So all right, so let's see. We got transparency, we got the trust, we got the process, we got the history, we got good reputation, and we got making sure we explain everything, the finer points. So you wouldn't. So for me, if the way Samantha's saying that, and hey Sam, what's up, boo? Thanks for being here. Make sure we're explaining everything from beginning to end, right? So we got paperwork in front. Boom, make sure you miss this. And the fact that, we'll be in there like, listen, once money comes in, you can't pull it out for this amount of time. Because your money is holding up this investment. Having that understanding. Like before you sign and you give us that check, the certified check, you're cool with this money being held for at least this amount of time. So I think that, I think to me, that's like the hardest, especially if I don't necessarily need it, but I need it. I need that money, but I don't need it right now. I can let you hold it. It's gonna turn into something. I can be patient. So it's having that conversation. I think that has been one of the biggest things I've seen through a lot of different investment programs that dealt with group economics, is the fact that you put money in and sometimes things happen, they want the money back. I need a regular statement or some kind of paper trail, like up to date. What's the project look like? Pictures, real ones, because I could send anything. Right. Let's see. Sound legal advice always important, as always via accountants. Right. So I know there's a real bank. Right. I'm gonna show you the bank under the mattress. Yeah. So I get that. Okay. This is good, guys. This is good. I feel like we're building something here. So the group economic thing, I think, can really happen. Like I said, there needs to be that trust. There needs to be understanding on both ends, like knowing the process. Us and the part that you giving you a clear direction of what's going to happen with the funds, from one step to the next, I guess, getting regular emails or having Zoom calls about where we're at, and then the you trusting the process of what's happening, right? Letting it be transparency. I mean, granted, now they go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So once you understand and you're clear, it's just doing and praying for the best. And like I said, giving you the risk factor. Like, could you lose all? Yeah. Or we could lose most of this. This building fall apart. There's insurance, but you get a portion of what you're giving in. Yes. So there'll be loss. You have to keep that in mind. And, like any investment, especially either property or even, man, stocks. But the chance of stocks just dropping and zeroing out is smaller, to me, from what I've seen, unless they're like penny stocks. When it comes to investing in property, there's, like I said, there's always a chance. This could be if you're investing in a building in Florida, you never know. Proper maintenance plan, definitely. But you'll get all that walk through the finances of what's happening, and things of that nature. And there'll be certain people making certain decisions, and you'll know about that. But yeah, it's the clarity. I think it's the clarity of information that people need to understand. Because honestly, like, I known of one investment vehicle that had the right idea, and I truly believe they were trying to do right. I think they were like, let me be honest though. I think they've done some scammy things prior to, right? Some scammy things prior to. You said 1/3 low risk, 1/3 medium risk, and 1/3 high risk. I feel you, stock shares, it's right. Oh, I think he was legit in his investment vehicle. I think so. I feel like, and people were demanding money back, but he had clearly written, because I had read through it, that you couldn't get the money out for at least a certain amount of time. Now, I'm not sure. I'm gonna look up into to see what's happening, because it's been about a year now. There's been some issues, but I think he had a well laid plan. He was clear, and what you put in, this is how long it's gonna take to get out. I feel like he was really open, and I might talk about him, but yeah, he took an L, but I think he used some real scammy. Well, I won't say scammy, like how the fake it till you make it. He did a lot of that to build up his rep, to become prominent, and then he uses prominency to start a fund, and he did it legally. He did it, it was all legit, right paperwork, everything. But I think it just, a lot of fear, people, because people had got done wrong prior to, so they start speaking out. So if you have a fund and it's just starting and people get scared, now everybody want their money back. And just like a bank doing a bank run, you're gonna crash what I'm trying to build, because now everybody's trying to pull the money out. So it's a lot of different factors. So it is true though that integrity matters, because what I've done prior to, my name gets out there, though my fund is solid. It's approved by the SEC. It's all straight, all legal, all legit. What I've done in the past starts coming up, and everybody start putting doubt in your head. Like, hey, I did a deal with AD 10 years ago, right? Yeah, I did with AD 10 years, 8 or 9. And in these years I was in my hustle mode, and yeah, I legitly did people wrong. I legit, 100%. So, and I can't get away. But this thing, take my face out. Just look at what you invested in. That I can't touch this money. I can only do this. Yes, there's operating expenses. That's clear on the paperwork, but it's not this right here is not a scam. It is separating itself from that. So yeah, I get it. It's tough. But you should always keep your name clear. You should always do the right thing. You don't have to worry about old things coming up. But unfortunately, if you're younger, those things can rear its ugly head. You get into that do what you got to do mentality, which is unfortunate sometimes in our community. it could really jack us up. Right. Yeah. See, bank runs. 2008, three huge banks, huge cubes. But I get you. So yeah, the mindset of group economics is trusting, transparency, and patience. Trusting, transparency, and patience. I think those are the key factors that if we get into building something together, those have to be there. Trust, transparency, and patience. And if I was to start something, so watch out for it. That's like the main thing. This constant communication. Would that make you feel better, like either weekly or monthly or quarterly constant communication? Even if they'd be boring. They're just, today, this is the cost. This is going to look like spreadsheets. I think for me, I would feel comfortable. At least it's kind of like almost looking at your bank account. Not the most exciting thing, but you at least know where your money's going, where it's at, what came out, what came in, and how a project is going. So yeah, I think trust, the transparency, and that communication. Right. Do the right things for the right reason, no hidden agenda. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Right. I mean, at least into the project, this is the agenda. To build something that will serve the community as well as pay the community back. So group economics, guys, we can do this. We can do this. All right, everybody in. So make sure you join our text community. When we pop something like that off, you can be in the know, be a part of it. Join our community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576, and never miss a broadcast and know everything that's happened with the Brothers of Legacy. I appreciate you guys sharing and inquiring. Listen, we still in this conversation. I just quick reset, what they call it, the reset. Just so everybody knows that you're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We come on every single morning, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So would there be anything that would make you, what's one of the top thing that'll make you not, thank you, sweetie pie. So good job, honey pie. What would be the one thing that would make you not want to invest into a project? Like, what would be the one red flag that would throw you off? 1430. What's that? 34. Oh, that's just 230. What would be the one thing that would keep you? Good morning, Keita. Thank you for rocking with us. What would be that one thing that would keep you from investing in the product? Like the one thing that you just like, I knew you could say. Telling lies. Lying. Sam says lying. I misspoke. Oh, lack of consistency. Okay. Like I said, one thing at one meeting to say something else. See what had happened was. That's gonna how it starts. See what had happened was. More questions than answers. Okay. So are you asking, or are you like, because they were like, because I've done it, unfortunately. Like, you hear something that was good, then you start walking away. Well, what about this? And what about that? What about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? If they show some bad credit history or more failures than success, that sucks. I get the credit. That sucks. I could be on just a bad losing streak. Like I was hitting it good 2010 to 2015, but between 15 and 20, it's rough. It was rough. Okay. If the presentation or words coming out your mouth aren't true, but you seem not to know they aren't true, or you clearly lack the expertise or enough knowledge. Okay. I got you. All right. All right. Oh no, you can no, you good, Richard. Listen, we talking. I get it. I get it. I just sometimes like I get reputation. Um, but sometimes it's like, let's see. Right. Yeah. Sometimes it takes several no's to get to that one yes. And it could, like I could have had some fabulous ideas or fabulous projects that were put together very well and they failed because I came into this meeting just like these and people just they weren't feeling it. Like I was top notch. I answered every flipping question right. Like I was on it. I was, after about this is my third presentation. Like, okay, I got it. And then I'd even put stuff in the presentation because I knew these questions were going to be asked. And you ever thinking about a question like when question answer start, I'm gonna answer that. And then they say like, oh, I was just wondering about that. Like how you get paid, how long is it gonna take, what does it look like? Those are the big ones. Of course, because you want to know when am I gonna start seeing my money back. Let's see. I said keep going for no's, and then you get right. More yeses. Right. Okay. I like that. All right. We got something going. Got something rolling. All right. So I think if anybody has something else like that, what would be one of the things that would turn you off from a project? Anything, wow, with signs of atheism? Interesting. And I believe in God. That's interesting. Anything with the signs of atheism. Wow. That's interesting. Wow. Okay. Even if I'm in the church. And I don't, well, how could, it could, I mean, I guess that could come up. So I may ask, do you believe in God? Now, believing in God, what do you mean? I'm a natural skeptic. I've seen things go back years listed on stock market, heavily advertised and promoted in the Wall Street Journal and Financial Times. Most recent was the guy with the electric truck scam. The electric truck scam. I got to look into that. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's hard to trust certain spaces of journalism because you can buy articles, like you can buy being published, you can buy. Yeah, so sometimes, I know that stuff is rough. Like you would think, right? I'm in the Wall Street Journal. I'm legit. It's like, Madoff looked legit. He was legit-ish for a lot of folks, for wealthy people. They was legit-ish. But he was. But you know what? He was bringing the return in. Classic Ponzi. First, the first millionaires in, the first ones start getting their money. Let's see. I get that. I understand, but business is business. Yes, indeed. I guess that's to the atheism. Let's see. So yeah. Yeah. It's. I get you with the things that are posted if they're on podcasts because like I talked about last week Friday. Payola, so I can pay to be on the podcast and get these podcasts. Folks was like co-signing on people. Like totally co-signing on these on what someone they call fake gurus, like just co-signing like they legit, and they pay like 50 G's, and I get it. You pay me 50,000, I guess, but I wouldn't. Like that's never here. I can't. You just that you can get an ad. You want to ad during the course of the show, you can do that. That's always up for sale. You want an ad? You want a little sign right there. This segment is sponsored by Mr. Scammer. If you're ready to get scammed, go to Mr. Scammer. But yeah, it's I know that it's harder now, because there's so many. It's like, how do you, only way you can trust is if somebody personally. Like I know Gerardo. Yo, Gerardo, are they legit? Yeah, man, they legit. Like someone that's already a skeptic, just like you. Like, yeah, they the truth. His name is Trevor Milton. Okay. And the company name, Nicola. It's a scam. Wow. We got to write Trevor Milton. Wow. But yeah, so this is good. This is good. This is good. All right. All right. All right. All right. So I appreciate you guys for rocking and hanging with us. If anybody has something else, throw it up there. I'm in the process of closing out. But if there's something else that you would consider scamish, scamish behavior, scamminess, that you wouldn't go for, and and it's funny that the whole and it's kind of in the vein, like a lot of the group economics and people going into the multi-level marketing stage or phase, because it feel like that's a way to build something, because like I have a product, I have something that I'm offering, and you join in and you always get the residuals of other people that join in under you. The idea of it is, to me, still dope. It's still pretty cool. The problems, of course, is what kind of product are we pushing? Like it's never like the coolest thing in the world. Thank you, Mama Corey. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. But it's always, it's never the structure of how the business works. It's just, like the products that's being pushed. Like, like I said, I know two multi-level marketing that are decent. They're right. Well, actually, one is pretty good. I think people are making pretty good money from. The other's okay. So I don't feel like all MLMs are scams. They're just, some are just work, some a lot of work. Always check the disclosure, income disclosure agreements, income disclosure. Just put that in income disclosure and put the MLM. And by law, to operate as an MLM, you have to see that, and you get to see what people are really making. What levels are really making money, how many people, what's the percentage of those that are in the business actually making money. Always remember that. Anybody give you an MLM, no one wants to just share Heaven Best Holiday Resort. Okay, is that a company? But yeah, always put that in the income. Always check that. People are always so apprehensive to give you a name, and I hate that. Anybody getting an MLM, it's 2021. Stop withholding the name. Just tell us what the name of the company is, so I can Google it. And yes, I get it. The first thing that's gonna come up, your company's a scam. That's usually what happens. No, oh, when we go to heaven, oh, I got you. So yeah, definitely changing the mindset of us investing and getting into business. And I know a lot of times, it's hard when you're at a certain level that you're like, everything that comes to me at my level feels so scammy, like, can I really put something in and get something great out of this? You know what I'm saying? And I get the angst, I get the apprehension, about the only thing we get constantly at this middle level is things that are like multi-level marketing. That's about that. And yeah, it's always connected to multi-level marketing. I see that more than anything. Any offers ever presented, hey, you want to get in this thing? It's multi-level marketing. So and that word, that term is just a turn off. I try to be open, try to hear what the product is, but if I got to go through some rigmarole before we get to what this thing is, yeah, them long sales copies. If you read the long, hey, do you want this? You want to live the life? No, come on, man, just tell me what it is. Tell me what I can make. Tell me how much to get in. I mean, or scrap to tell me what I can make. You can make unlimited amount of money. That's always there, because pretty much anything, if I'm selling, I can make unlimited amount of money. But tell me what it is and tell me how much to get it in. That's all. All right. So for all those listening, I appreciate you guys watching and hanging. My podcast people, thank you for being part. Who don't want to learn and put the graft in, hard work. Right. Oh, well, I mean, people at MLM, I think everybody have good intention, because you see there's potential. You have a group, you sell them on a dream, and you may believe, like my thing is, if you don't believe in the product, get the business, the product, yeah. Stop selling me your business. I'm interested in what the business is selling. All right, and that's because if I'm not interested in what I'm selling, that's a scam. Then I'm scamming my people. All right, so I appreciate you guys rocking and hanging with us. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We're gonna up this conversation. We're gonna talk about group economics. We're gonna talk more about some of the things that we need to be wary of in our community. My brother Ephraim should be in a building. Prayerfully, Pastor be here as well. But I look forward to seeing you guys same time, same channel. What else? I think that's it. As always, we love you. God loves you more. Listen, make sure you wear the mask. Stay safe. I know I hate the mask too, but it's a necessary. It's just probably gonna be part of life. For at least a good while. All right. Let's see. Oh, someone referred me to a couple of Zooms for the same company. After watching both, I still didn't know what the product was. Low. I eat that. All I heard was how much money I could make, how great the fact. He said, what a fantastic. Right. Like, right. Listen, dear MLM companies, the product is what we care about now. Please stop selling us the dream. We've seen their limited income, like the only time I ever got excited was back in the 90s when I got my first video from an Amway consultant. He said, take this video home, check it out, and at least with Amway, because they sell such a variety of products, they were able to push it like, you can make money like you have your own Walmart or was it Kmart, whatever big store was out, probably Kmart. But yeah, like if I gotta drill down to what the product that we're selling is, that's a problem. Stop selling me a dream. I hate that. If you can't tell me what it is, if I say, hey, I got this opportunity, what are we selling? What are we selling? Right? So at 7-Eleven. My own 7-Eleven. Yeah, if we can't, dear MLMs and those that are reps, any rep that passed through here, you just need to tell us what the vitamins, what do the vitamins do? That's all. Tell me what it does. And if we can't discuss the problem, that's a problem too. Because I've been sold after they gave me this razzle dazzle about the product, and I want to talk about the product. They didn't want to talk about the product no more. Like, I'm selling this product. This is how I'm going to make money. This is how I'm going to sell you guys, and then this is how I'm going to get those folks in the business as well. So we got a dope product. Give me a dope product. I'm in a dope product. So listen, don't start inboxing me because I'm gonna ask you what the product is. If you can't tell me, don't even bother. All right, that's it. That's all. I'm out. See you guys in the morning. Make sure, listen, those are my text community. I'm gonna shoot out the link to our podcast. Make sure you are subscribed to our podcast. Check out the replays because I'm gonna have some extras in there that won't be here on the lives. Promise you. All right. So take care. Be blessed. Keep pushing. Keep growing. And stay safe. All right. That's it. I'm out.
As always, we love you. Know that God loves you more. Stay safe. Thank you guys for rocking, hanging, being. Make sure you're sharing is caring. All of my replay peoples that watch in the background that I know see this show, I appreciate you as well.